Good afternoon and welcome to the Hollaby Homestead. So I haven't been posting much the last couple days because we've had a huge heat wave. It's 35 here, feels like 38. For those who don't know what that temperature means, because it's Canadian, that's Canadian for really freaking hot. It's too hot to do anything outside. It's kind of pointless to even try. I wanted to share with you guys, this morning I caught a video of a couple of rabbits playing in the yard. I'm going to show you that video here. Wasn't that video cute? I just want to give you guys a bit of an update on what's been growing in the garden and what's coming up and some of my seedlings and stuff, and we're going to talk about seedlings and we'll go from there. So my garden's pretty much looking the same. There's been some changes. I want to talk about this plant here. This is arugula. It's been so hot here that the arugula actually bolted. Then I've got flowers there. When that happens, so the reason that happened is because it got so hot that the plant thought that the growing season was over, basically. There's not much really you can do. I'm going to try cutting off the flowers in a bit and cutting it down close to the soil and starting over. It's good to keep the flowers in a situation like this to draw the bees in for your other plants that you're growing. But I just wanted to point out what happened to my arugula pretty much overnight. Well, my beans have gotten a few more leaves, which is good. I also have some radishes coming up there. I'm gonna have to thin them out though. Sadly, there's no sign of pumpkins yet, but hopefully in a few days we'll start seeing them. So I'm gonna show you my clawfoot tub. In a couple days, if it cools down a little bit, I'm gonna fill it up with soil and plant it. Gonna put some nice shade tolerant flowers in there because it's under a tree. Got some more marigolds coming out here, which is nice. I'm hoping that these will fill out these planters pretty nicely. I'm gonna show you guys how my seedlings are doing here out on the balcony. So my flowers are doing well. Those are zinnias right there, and there's sage in the middle. And then there's a mix of marigolds and zinnias there. The cucumber seedlings have finally taken off here. I'm going to talk to you guys about a true leaf or a third leaf. But when you're growing seedlings, any kind of seedlings, but I'm going to use cucumbers here to show you. The first thing that comes up is two leaves, and generally on most seedlings, they look similar to that shape and that style. The plant will be like that for a while, and you do not want to transplant it when it's like that. Now, this plant has got the two leaves here, and then it's got this different shaped leaf. So there's different names for it. It can be called the first true leaf, the third true leaf, the first leaf, whatever. This leaf, usually for me, is an indicator that it can be transplanted. And I am going to plant these in the garden probably in a couple of days. But this is how you kind of know with seedlings if they're safe to put in the ground yet, or if you still need to, you know, keep them in a tray or inside or whatever. And all seedlings are like that. Actually, I'm going to show you the tomato that I took out of the planters downstairs, and it's got a similar setup, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. So I've got some more cucumber seedlings, or seeds that are planted, and some spinach, and some rattlesnake beans. I'm hoping to get a good start on those, and I can maybe put those in the garden in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. We'll see. So if you remember from a previous video, this is the tomato plant that I pulled out of those planters from last year. That was Dave's dad's. And I took it out when it only had these 2 leaves here, which are kind of their baby leaves. I didn't think it would survive because generally if a plant's moved in that stage, it doesn't do too well. And to be totally honest, this plant is taking a really long time to recover. I think it will, because lately, I'm going to bring this over here, try and show you. Lately, you see those 2 leaves that are coming out of the center there? Those weren't there before. So it's a good sign that it's actually starting to grow its proper leaves. I'm trying to get a good image of this, but I don't think I can. But, you know, I'm checking it every day, watching it every day to see what happens, but those 2 new leaves are a good sign. Usually plants have a hard time growing after they've been moved with just 2 leaves on them, so this is kind of a miracle that this plant has recovered, actually. So I'm going to end this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully in a couple of days when it cools down a bit, I'll be making a couple more videos and actually doing stuff around here. But to be totally honest with you, it is way too hot here right now. Anyways, guys, stay cool. We'll see you again soon.